tuned in to Frankyrose's Crime Updates. You are now tuned in to Frankyrose's Crime Updates.
Let's switch to suspense. Let's switch to suspense.
You are now tuned in to Frankyrose's Crime Updates. Crime Updates. You are now tuned in to Frankyrose's Crime Updates.
Good day, friends. I hope you're doing well. It's Frankyrose. Welcome to my channel. I would like to go over Kiely Rodni's case again. There's a lot to chat about, a lot of new stuff, still waiting on a bunch of other stuff. So how about we do that? Let's check out Kiely Rodni's case again. So a man who does not want his name mentioned has made, a pretty sad discovery. He rowed his boat out to the Prosser Reservoir, and then he's seen some stuff, so he dove down to look at the items. And sadly, they were items from Kiely's car. Totally unbelievable and unacceptable. The items he found was a duffel bag, a hairbrush, charging cord, some kind of gift box, and her iPad. So he called law right away, and they weren't all that interested. They didn't bother to come out that day to retrieve Kiely's items. There was also, I think, a drink can of some kind. So yeah, they weren't very interested. So he kept trying them. No response. So what he did is he took some pictures and collected all the items and took the items to Kiely's family, who were astounded. So the family took the items and delivered them to those shit-ass cops out there. And I do believe they are being ran by Woo. Yeah, Woo. Got to go Woo. Unreal. Kiely Rodni. Okay, she was an honor student who was able to graduate an entire year early at the age of 16. Somehow, Kiely got talked into going to this party. She had no plans to attend, so I'm not sure which one of her friends it was that changed her mind, but she went to this party. And so, as most of us know now, Kiely went missing about 12:30 a.m. But there is another timeline out there by Elsa. That puts it a little closer to 1 a.m. So we'll just say somewhere between 12:30 and 1 a.m. It was a rowdy end of school party with friends from Truckee. They were from all over the place, and they went to the Prosser family campground. But as it turns out, the party got unbelievably large. They'd never seen it get quite to this point. People were coming from all over the place. They were coming from Nevada. They were coming from Vegas. They were coming from, I think they said San Diego. They were coming from everywhere. So it was sometime around 12:30 that all of a sudden a bunch of people, like a bunch of cars, started leaving all at the same time, left the campgrounds. And around that time, about 12:33, was Kiely's phone's last ping. And I do believe it was something like a Snapchat ping. And that was directly on right there on Prosser Lake where this ping was. So Adventures with Purpose who used sonar, and they were able to find Kiely's vehicle. It was in Prosser Lake, and this was on August 21st, so more than 2 weeks after Kiely was reported missing. They were able to find her in 35 minutes after police and the FBI had spent 2 weeks and 19,000 man-hours searching for her. And she was right there where the party was, straight shot to pretty much to the lake. So the investigating has not stopped because they found Kiely. She was in her car, 14 feet of water in the reservoir. So there are a lot of things that are not adding up, including Woo, who is both the sheriff and the coroner, and who is now saying that any information to the public is going to be at least 2 months, somewhere around November 1st, I think he was saying. So as I'm doing my research, I noticed it's almost impossible to find any pictures or videos of Kiely's CRV underwater. All I can find is the license plate now. So I'm going to do some more checking because this is beyond strange. And yeah, what the hell's going on in Truckee? This just smells bad. I hope I'm wrong. So woo, shoo, and pu. It smells bad out there. Someone needs to look at that man. I mean, the FBI might be a good start. Something is really off. The sheriff coroner. So, yeah, there's no one, whatever he wants, he's got it. Unreal. So Andrew Trigg, I believe is how it's spelled, or said, is the public information officer for the Nevada County Sheriff's Office. And he said there is nothing additional to share at this point. I don't believe that for 1 second. I think they're, I don't know, trying to show that they're diligent, but it's looking more like secretive, whatever way you want to look at it. So now we're waiting for the final autopsy report that's supposed to be including the toxicology. And they're saying once that information is certified, it will be shared. So what does certified mean? Redacted? I don't know. There are so many odd statements. I mean, you can look at pretty much everything they say and apply it to all sorts of different scenarios. I'm curious, like, was there a cop's kid at this party? Some politicianer, I don't know, counselor? What do you guys think? There's nothing normal about this case. So, because now the police are saying that they are in possession of the autopsy reports and the report of death on Kiely Rodni, but they're saying that they're not going to release anything for 2 months at least. Well, they're doing an ongoing investigation. Isn't that strange? Because how do they know? 2 months. Yep, we'll know. We'll get to you in 2 months. Sounds like a lot of things can be possibly hidden, moved around, or whatever these people are trying to do. But they're certainly not trying to show the truth. I really do have a problem with the Woo being in charge of all of these procedures. When has it ever been seen that someone, the sheriff, and being the coroner is on the same case? I mean, oh my God, how suspect is this guy? They literally need another agency to take it over and give it to outside sources. I know I keep saying this, but I am shocked at the county, district, or whatever it is that's allowing this to go on. The U.S. Sun officially requested the cause of death from the Nevada County Sheriff's Office after Kiely's body was found in the back of her SUV in the cargo area. And there are a billion rumors as to how she ended up there. Both the California Highway Patrol and Nevada County Sheriff's Office are working separately and meeting regularly, I have no doubt, to come up with conclusions about what happened the night Kiely disappeared. So there is also, before we keep going, there is also said that there was that one kid that blocked one of the exits to this party so you can get out of there. So all the kids had to take kind of this weird way, not a way that they would typically take to get out of the party. So I don't know if I look at it, as an accident, if she was that impaired. I mean, maybe that turn was an accidental thing. I don't know. So the California Highway Patrol is working on the case as a motor vehicle accident. See, isn't that wonderful? And for some reason, they are the lead agency. They're using science to figure out what happened to her car. California Highway Patrol Assistant Chief Josh Ehlers did speak during the press conference at the Truckee Community Recreation Center about the discovery of Kiely and her vehicle. The investigation should be able to tell things like what was happening to the car before it went into the water, and could include things such as if it was in gear, or if the brakes were used, if it was hit, pushed, or driven into the water, or if it had some kind of mechanical issues. And while Chief Eller's team is working to figure out what was happening with Kiely's car, the Nevada County Sheriff's Office is continuing to follow leads about what may have happened to Kiely, including foul play or whether drugs were involved. The search for Kiely involved multiple agencies, including the FBI, who I think should maybe be taking over this case. My opinion. So they investigated her disappearance as a possible abduction because of all the reports about the party growing so big and how many people were there and that her friends ditched her. And so, yeah, they looked into that. The sheriff's office also conducted the autopsy. Oh my God. Strange, right? But as we know, nothing will be released publicly until the findings from both investigations are complete and shared together. I'm not sure how this happens, but it seems that the sheriff and the coroner, like I said, isn't that a big conflict of interest? My opinion. And because there isn't any new information, the internet is literally going crazy with rumors. I mean, you don't check your sources. So yeah, they haven't even spoke about, maybe eliminating some of these rumors that are literally going viral. So speculation on what could have happened to Kiely has totally increased after the 47-minute video that was about Kiely being found and was released by Adventures with Purpose. So the AWP dive team said that they came to work on Kiely's case after many, many requests. They found Kiely within 35 minutes of arriving at Prosser Reservoir, after already going to Boca Reservoir and Donner Lake, based on what law enforcement and some tips that they considered viable. The odd thing about this to me is law enforcement and kind of everyone local involved in the case basically told AWP that they had cleared Prosser. So, didn't really have to go there. Don't have to redo it. I was so happy to hear Doug say the words that if AWP does not clear a body of water themselves, then the water is not clear. So unless they have personally cleared it, no, it's not cleared. So it's due to that way of thinking that they were able to bring Kiely back home to her family in 35 minutes. So this is something else I'm a little sus about. Is there a reason that law enforcement didn't want them in that lake. They sure were, and I don't know what the reason is, but they were sure trying to get them to, go over here, go over there. No, no, nothing happening over here. No, honest, nothing here to look at. I don't know. What do you guys think? In my mind, adventures with purpose are true specialists when it comes to finding people in water. They use they get specially trained scuba divers, or they get trained by the best and are working with sonar daily. They've got the best sonar equipment you can get. They're very familiar with it. And, Law did give a small thank you to the dive team, but, that's basically it. And law enforcement has not said a word on the Adventures with Purpose documentary video. That's that 47-minute video of their search for Kiely. I'm sure the truth being documented just might be problems for anyone trying to wander from the truth. It's documented. No longer online as I can't find it, but it's documented. In the video, Adventures with Purpose makes strong allegations that what happened to Kiely is suspicious. In interviews that they've done on different YouTube channels, they have said that they might release more video depending on the direction of the investigation. So I'm not quite sure what that means. I don't know if that means if they don't put stuff out that they're going to apply some pressure to them and start putting things out, or if they're just going to follow their lead as to how things go. I don't know. But, they do things. I like the way Adventures with Purpose does things. They're definitely on the up and up, hardworking man. So they're a 6-man team. They're from Oregon. And about whether or not foul play was involved during the footage released this month, all really they had to say about it is, look at the title, How We Found Kiely Rodni, Murder or Accident. See, when do you know them to do that? Never, 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 never. I don't know how this young lady was found, but there's a lot of rumors. So we see in the video where Nick comes up from the water and he's like quiet for a few minutes, doesn't say a damn thing. And then he says, she's in the back of the vehicle, and said this with extreme emotions. I thought the man had tears. Unreal. He said, she's not in the driver's seat. It looks suspicious to me. The vehicle's upside down. And then pauses, one window halfway down, one window is all the way down. So like I said, I'm not finding these pictures right now. I'll have to look. Hopefully I have them. I'm sure I do have them in one of my computers, because that's not cool. So many of us have followed the case and have suspected someone else could have been involved, but law still hasn't confirmed anything, and said that they have spoken. Let me see here. Said that they have spoken to anyone else they feel could be connected. Yeah, right. I wish I could be more positive about these guys. I'm sorry. Kiely Rodni's dad was literally seen on the video asking, how did they miss this? How did law enforcement searchers, how could they have possibly missed that car in 19,000 man-hours? Her dad seemed shocked to learn that his daughter was in the back of her SUV, not in the driver's seat, but in the cargo area. It was heartbreaking. In the video, they also interviewed a tow truck driver who said he helped someone matching Kiely's description and her car's description. And He's seen her, it was hours after she'd been reported missing. Adventures with Purpose showed an on-camera interview with him, and he goes by, his name's Nick. He told the search team that he worked for a roadside assistance company and said that he encountered a girl that he thought was Kiely Rodni during a really bizarre call for a dead battery at Boca Lake. The lake is a separate part of, separate body of water, and it's north of the Prosser Creek Reservoir where Kiely was found. Nick, the roadside assist employee, told Adventures with Purpose the true issue with the vehicle was not a dead battery. It was that the vehicle's gear shift was in neutral. So that is basically what caused the vehicle not to be able to start. So yeah, fast fix for him. But he did say that it was a really uncomfortable interaction. He said that he really believes that it was Kiely, and that she asked him really strange questions about how to attach her seatbelt properly and whether or not that seatbelt could somehow be connected into her actual belt. I don't understand. I don't understand. But I mean, they were saying, oh, no. I have a skinny pig, and once in a while, she scratches herself, and ouch. She won't wear boots, and her nails are clipped. So anyways, sorry about that, guys. So he said he really does believe that it was Kiely, and about the seatbelt. Nick said that she was wearing a light gray sweatshirt. He also said that she was with a guy that was thin, brown hair. The hair kind of stuck out underneath a black San Francisco baseball cap, the ones where the brims are straight across. And that the hat was facing forward on his head. And that the guy was wearing a white bro tank top and had acne or freckles on both sides of his face. He said that the guy was slightly shorter than him and that Nick is 6'3". Now, everyone's trying to say that this sounds like Jagger. I don't think so. He didn't have just a little bit of hair coming out the side of his ears. That kid's got long hair. I don't know what a bro tank is yet, unless it's what we used to call wife beaters. And Jagger doesn't have either freckles or acne on either side of his face. I don't think it was Jagger, but that's just, again, my opinion. So the roadside assistant employee said the female, who he really believes was Kiely, said that her phone was dead and she had to use the guy's phone to call for help. Nick also seemed to suggest that the vehicle he was called to rescue was Kiely's vehicle. He described both individuals as being in a state of unease during his time with them. He said this was somewhere between 11 a.m. to noon on Saturday, August 6th or Sunday, August 7th. But he did talk to his girlfriend, whose his birthday is August 6th. So she remembered distinctly the day that he had this interaction. The on-camera interview suggests that Nick was trying to recall all the details from his memory. He said he was in the area answering service calls on both days, and that either did not have or could not, oh, sorry about the noise, guys, could not disclose company records that would pinpoint the date and time. So the company has all of this. Sorry, had to put you on mute. Dog came bounding in. I'm just learning my new mic. So yeah, he said that they're in a state of unease. And yeah, that the company will have all the information. And that the whole kind of, I don't know, interaction left him puzzled about the entire situation. Either they had a crazy night or a crazy day, Nick said of them. He said that the girl and the male individual she was with appeared to have a fairly rough day and that they were distressed or possibly hungover. Nick said the girl he believes was Kiely tried to distance herself physically from the guy she was with. For instance, Nick said the girl would move from one side of the car, and if the guy came to that side, she'd move around to the other side, trying to kind of create space between them. He also told Adventures with Purpose that his roadside assistance service vehicle has front and rear facing cameras and microphones, so that entire conversation and interaction should be at the office or wherever they keep their electronics, I guess. Would be very interesting to know what was happening in that. I'd like to see and hear what was going on there. Was it Kiely? Was it one of her friends that looked very similar to her? I don't think it was. If it was Jagger, I'll be shocked. So Nick said that he didn't even realize anything about the Kiely Rodni situation until he seen a missing poster at a coffee shop. He also said that he talked to detectives about all of this and what happened. So the main search around Truckee, California. Truckee is about 35 minutes southwest of Reno and does sit along Interstate 80. In a since deleted missing poster, the FBI said Kiely Rodni attended a large party at the Prosser Lake Campground and was last seen August 6th at approximately 12:30 when she texted her mom. Her vehicle, 2013 Honda CVR, license plate 8YUR127, was also missing. They went through everything she was wearing, talked about the large party, and Adventures with Purpose, did say that they have cutting edge equipment and technology that really help them with their searches. So this is an ongoing investigation and no other information is available at this time, said the Nevada County Sheriff's Office. So Kiely Rodni disappeared overnight between Saturday and Sunday. So if records show a possible sighting occurred on Sunday, then it would be a massive piece of evidence. So this is now turned into a waiting game for Kiely's family and friends. And Woo is way too far into this case and needs to go. Kiely had a beautiful memorial. It was held at the Truckee Regional Park Amphitheater on yesterday. There was music and memories, pictures, Kiely's life, and flowers were placed all over the park. I feel her everywhere, said Lindsay Rodni Neiman, Kiely's mom. Family and friends also said that they could feel Kiely's presence in the celebration. Her mom said, "She's not with me, she's with all of us. She's here, she's showing up." She said she wanted and needed to share her daughter's celebration of life with the community who has been comforting her during this entire process. And they are still there for her time, while she's grieving. "I'm standing because they are holding me up," she said. "We are eternally grateful for the love and support you have shown us in the last couple of weeks." Kiely's family said in a message addressed to her friends, family, law enforcement, the media, and our global community. We have weathered a storm of unfathomable force, and it is purely thanks to the army of warriors, matriarchs, healers, and helpers holding us up that we continue to stand today. Oh my God, that was beautiful and heartbreaking at the same time. The Nevada County Sheriff's Office would not comment on the video, allegations made by the tow truck driver, or anything else basically that has to do with Kiely. So I pray for answers, and I truly hope that this was an accident. But the facts that are coming out are starting to make me believe that this could have been much more. Everyone is still suspect in my mind. No one is off the hook. It's time to start at the beginning again and go through this case with a fine-tooth comb. Kiely, you are and will always be greatly missed by your loved ones, and you have a world of people that are heartbroken for you and your family. Rest easy, baby girl. So guys, that is where I'm going to leave it. I have no doubt that I'll be doing more on the Kiely, more on her case. Things keep every day, something else. So something else comes out, I'll be on it, and I will be sharing it with you. So thank you very much, friends, for spending the time with me. I appreciate you. As you're heading out, if you could hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons, I would be grateful. And yeah, so for now, friends, I'm going to say enjoy your day, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.